going everyone, AFC Finners? It is the last day of Rome and we've been able to find a match in the 4th tier Serie D, and it is Trastevere Calcio in a lovely area of Rome. We came down here yesterday to get a match ticket, and it'll be really interesting because obviously the 4th tier in is massive, but this level is sort of more like non-league Hellenic league, so it's a really eye-opening experience. See what Italian lower league is like. I'm very excited. Not done anything like this before, but seems to be positive things about the club so far, so it should be a good day. Good way to round it off. Cafe, nice collection of trophies. Show you some merchandise. Good job we got the shirt in the shop in the town centre yesterday. A pretty good deal. A nice cappuccino tuck. They're obsessed with them here. Nice cheese toasty with an upgrade from non-league cheese rolls. Only €5. Absolute bargain. Serie D stadium. So we just found out Sergio Leone, director of the Spaghetti Westerns, Good, Bad, the Ugly and all that, is a Trastevere native. Nice one to pay tribute to him here. So there's a ticket we picked up for only €10. That's pretty good. There's a nice little Trastevere Calcio club shop that we passed by yesterday before getting some lovely lunch. They're playing against Nocerina, who are from southern Italy, not too far from Naples. But it's interesting, we looked on the website yesterday and they said no fans from the region of Salerno, which they're based in, are allowed to buy tickets to the game. Quite interesting, not quite sure why that is. But nice to see more southern Italians after the lovely time I had in Naples the other day, but it's been good so far. The away team all the way from down south. We got Darwin Nunes. There we go, got a round in. Me and Luke gone for the obligatory Aperol spritz. Can't beat them on a day like this, so I'm gone for the classic. Beautiful on a lovely sunny day. Never thought I'd just drink an Aperol spritz at football. Always try something new. So it turns out we were sat in the director's box by accident. First there wasn't any signage, and the Nocerina chairman, it looks like, just called us Borzor, which means idiot. Something ticked off the bucket list, though. Here you go, Tom's nabbed a team sheet. Let's have a quick gander. No recognisable names there, sadly, but good for them to provide one. So it's a lovely sunny day here in Rome. Kickoff is approaching. But before it happens, let's find out. It's about today's host, Trastevere Calcio. The original incarnation of Trastevere were founded in 1925, although some records put this date down to 1909. They avoided the merging of Roman teams that formed AS Roma in 1927 and went through many divisions over the next few decades, reaching Serie B and they would be in Serie D between 1952 and 1968. They built a strong academy in the 1980s, but would languish in the lower divisions and ceased trading in 2002. They reformed in 2012, and in 2015 they were promoted to Serie D, where they play to this day. They have finished second in their group on a couple of occasions, and hope that soon they can achieve promotion. And a bit of trivia, Francesco Totti played for the Trastevere Academy between 1985 and 1986. So those are our hosts, Trastevere Calcio. Let's have a look inside their home, Trastevere Stadium. midway through first half. It's been tight. Trastevere have had a few chances, but also have Nocerina. It's quite a bit of a deadlock as it stands, but it's really good exposure to Italian football. Hopefully we'll see a breakthrough soon. Still don't know. The Gecko Groundhopper is here. Just before half-time is the away side who take the lead. Ball was swung in and a bullet header has gone into the net. The away fans go wild. 1-0 to Nocerina. Brilliant counter-attack for Nocerina has been blasted in and it's 2-0. It seems as though the walls have well and truly been broken down and they're on the way to 3 points. 2-0. Well, half-time at Trastevere Stadium, it was a very tight game, neck and neck, but I think it was the case of whoever scored first would make the breakthrough, and that's certainly been the case today. It's just come at the worst possible time for Trastevere. They'll completely change their team talk, and it could already be settled, but we'll have to see. It's a game of two halves, but I'd be very surprised if Nocerina don't take the 3 points now. Half-time, 2-0 to the away side. What do you think so far, boys? Serie D action.
Oh, it's a bit hot.
Bit hot, too hot. Tom's whacked out the shades.
To be honest, I was just saying to Luke, I'm quite happy that we got a bit of sun towards the end of the week, because towards the start of the week it was a bit hit and miss. It would be 1 minute sunny, then pouring down with rain.
Yeah.
Here we've kind of got the sun we wanted, and I was just saying we finished all of our sightseeing now, so we've got a bit of sun when we want it.
Yeah, exactly.
In terms of the action, the game is a bit rubbish. Other than the player for Nocerina hitting the bar, the first 40 minutes nothing happened. But then 2 goals went in. It was a bit like the Church video, if you're going back on Finland Guinness's videos and watch that one. So it's quite a nice ground though, quite a nice area, quite easy to get to. It was right by a bus stop, wasn't it?
Yeah,
It's
a long journey but straightforward. And I wonder if anybody's ever compared Trastevere and Church before.
I think as well, with it being on a bus stop, it's actually gaining points, because if you watch the Stadio Olimpico video, we struggle to get there in terms of travel. There's just there is a bus there, but there's just no transport there.
Yeah.
At least this one, we just got on a bus and it took us pretty much to the stadium.
Yeah, it's there's a few changes, but you know what you're doing. It's quite straightforward.
Yeah, it was quite straightforward.
And in a very nice area as well. Yeah, been a good day. And another Aperol. Let's enjoy the second half. Come on, Rev, my spritz is getting warm.
What's the holder?
We'll play again.
not enough players.
Hey! Hallelujah. Midway through second half, it remains 2-0. It's been the same, it's been quite tight. Both sides had chances, but nothing really concrete.
I feel like Trastevere have stepped up in the second half.
Yeah, but they still don't seem like breaking through. There's been a few chances where Nocerina have been in, but really sliced the ball, should have done better. I feel like it'll be one of those where at the end they make it 3-0 to seal 3 points. Still 2-0. Full time and a late flurry in the end of the second half wasn't even enough for the away side. It's a comfortable 2-0 victory for Nocerina, and sadly a bit of a disappointing afternoon for Trastevere, but best of luck to both sides the rest of the season. Been fun to see some Serie D action. Full time, Trastevere 0, Nocerina 2. So that was the Trastevere Stadium, home of Trastevere. That was a really interesting experience. Oh God, I just set Tom off laughing. It was a really good experience. It's really interesting to see lower league in another country, and obviously it's really interesting that their equivalent of League 2 is so different. It's like the Hellenic League. level, but there was a really good turnout today, and hopefully people will continue going to these games and help it grow. But to Groundhoppers, if you're on holiday, I definitely recommend checking out something like that. It's a really good experience, had a really good day, good to support the club, and hopefully this can help them grow. Luke, you alright?
Oh god, I'm in the video. Hi. Alright.
Look, there you go, he's got his Trastevere polo shirt. Had a lovely holiday, haven't we, Luke?
Been lovely, yeah.
Tom, you had fun?
Survived.
Yeah. Sorry, he's on the shitter right now. But yeah, Rome, lovely city. We've had a very good week. Thank you, Lazio. Thank you, Trastevere. Not so thank you, Stadio Olimpico Tour. Wasn't the best, but at least we did it. But yeah, very busy city. Not the best public transport, but that being said, very lucky to go somewhere like this. Very grateful for the opportunity. Thank you, Tommaso and Luciano, for not just joining me for this experience, but for all the organisation and everything. It's been a blast. Thank you, Rome.
And now we're all off back to work to unwind.
Yeah, it's been a very busy week. 2 days of work to unwind, and then I head to Copenhagen. It's the fun never stops. Copenhagen, and then the season will finish at Wembley. As Tom flushes the toilet to ruin the video. That's been Ground to Ground. Thank you, Tommaso. Thank you, Luciano. Time to rate the experience.
Ground to ground.
Yes. So we will start off with the welcome. We really didn't know what it was going to be like coming in, because obviously it's a completely different culture to English lower leagues, but there was a really nice community there. There was a really, really good turnout, I felt, and very friendly people in the bar. Considering we were complete outsiders and they didn't speak any English, it still felt like a nice welcome, and it's really well set up for a long day out. Like, people there long before kick-off and certainly stayed there together for a long time after, so it's definitely a very good social aspect to the club. And yeah, members of staff are fine. The only person who had an issue with us was what I think was the owner of the away team, but you know, it wasn't anything we were going to lose sleep over. If anything, it's a story to tell. A really good turnout. We were half wondering if it would just be one man and his dog, but no, overall there's a really good turnout, and people around us didn't have any issue with us being outsiders, so I can't fault the welcome too much. Some clubs at that level have a bit more going on, but they have exactly what they need to and can't complain about it, so I'm going to give the welcome a 7 out of 10. Food and drink, again, the options are decent. Always nice to have a good Aperol Spritz at a football match. One complaint I did obviously have was that sandwich I got, it said formaggio toast. It's natural to assume that means cheese on toast when I had that slice of ham in it that thankfully I noticed just before eating and ended up giving to Luke. That was a bit disappointing, so you know, if something has ham in it, say it has ham in it. Not difficult. The range is pretty good. You can get a coffee, you can get a sandwich, you can get some crisps, and a very good selection of drinks as well, so considering it's a club on the low budget, they have a decent range, so I'll probably give the food and drink a 7 out of 10. Atmosphere. We weren't expecting anything of an atmosphere at this game, to be honest, but there was a little bit of one. There was a big group of Trastevere fans who were chanting a lot throughout the game, generated a bit of noise. It wasn't like loud or anything, but I respect the effort, and there's so many grounds I've been to like this where there's no atmosphere at all, so it's good to see, and the away fans were obviously really good as well. No chanting, but I expected the game to almost be like background noise. There definitely was a decent atmosphere, and considering Italian lower league doesn't have the same level of support as the English lower leagues, it definitely was really refreshing to see lots of people behind their teams. It wasn't the loudest atmosphere, but it's good to see one at a game like this. I'll probably give the atmosphere a 3 out of 10. Stadium, it was again a really interesting one. I think scenically it was beautiful. You know, that big hill with all the trees was really nice. I think it probably could have done for a bit more shade, considering that ground will see a lot of sunny days. It wasn't pleasant being completely blasted by the sun, so probably do have a bit more covering. There was one bit that had some umbrellas, so maybe just a tiny bit more roofing. Seats were decent, but maybe a little bit high up. It meant your legs were dangling sometimes, and I think it should be a little bit better signposted where people are sitting, just so we avoided that incident with the chairman of the away team. So I think the standing room is pretty decent, but could maybe do with a little bit of work here and there. But for the most part, it does the job it needs to, and there's plenty of space for everyone. Good club bar. I like the fact that you come in and there's loads of displays as well. So you can go to club bar, then descend down to the ground. It's a really good layout. Could maybe do with a little bit more decorative stuff on the side, just so it's not fences and little pitches you see. But I really like how they put a display into the hill on the side as well. So stand viewing was really good, display on the other side was good. There's only so high a stadium of this level can get for a rating, but I did like it, definitely really unique, credit where it's due. So I'll probably give the stadium a 4 out of 10. And finally, value for money, I thought this was really good. Again, Italian football is quite reasonably priced. It was a tenner to get in, but they didn't even check our tickets. The shirt was 25 quid, which is sort of the standard for most clubs. Food and drink was all reasonably priced, so I didn't think there was anything that ripped you off. I felt the amount of money you paid was reasonable. You know, to tick off Serie D, something really unique, I really enjoyed that. So not too much to complain about for the value for money. I'll give it a 9 out of 10. So that was Trastevere Calcio. Another really unique experience for me. I've had a lovely time there. What a great trip it was to Rome. Thank you, Tom and Luke. Sorry it's taken me so long to edit this. I've been off to Copenhagen after Rome, so there's been a bit of a backlog of videos, but slowly catching up on it now. I've really enjoyed that. Great to tick off another Italian game. Hopefully we'll do many more in the future. Thank you all for watching. If you'd like to see more videos like this, you can check out the link in my Patreon. Support me for as little as £1 a month and help days out like this happen. Anything you can give, I'd be very grateful for. But for now, thank you all for watching. I've been AFC Finners. See you next time and stick with us as we go ground to ground. AFC Finners out.